Hey guys, I hope you've been well. It's been a while since my last video, and of course, a lot has happened since then. I hope you guys have been safe and well, and let's get started. So, what I wanted to focus on today was this article that came out on the 26th of February this year that basically focused on how USA is increasingly focusing on domestic battery industry by funding billions of dollars in government funds, in government grants. So let's go through this article and see how it relates to ABML and what's in store for us. Basically, what's going on is, even if no one has said it, we are kind of in a Cold War with China. And as things get heated up, pun intended, USA, in order to maintain its dominance and competitive edge, USA really needs to secure its battery metal resources or reserves domestically, because it's not just that we need battery metals for transportation like EVs or our smartphones, which is very essential technological device these days, but we also need it for making weapons that battery metals need to support. So what we're now seeing is that since the pandemic, a lot of countries, and especially after the war, since the war, a lot of countries are, rather than looking outwards, which is they're considering what's going on with the globalization, and now they're looking inwards. And that's really good for companies like ABML, because they're a homegrown domestic company that is looking to increase increase self-independence of USA when it comes to battery metals. So this is what this article is saying, that as Biden is looking that Russia controls so much of the oil reserves, not so much in the USA, but especially in Europe. I believe 50% of oil or gas that is used in Germany comes from Russia. So that is a huge dependency, and no country should be put in that position that, they increasingly depend on another country just in order to run or function. So I believe this is a huge wake-up call, especially for the USA, where they are looking to reduce dependence on China. And they're basically saying that they're focusing on cultivating domestic battery manufacturing. The Biden solution is government funding billions of dollars to jumpstart innovation along the EV supply chain, from lithium extraction to battery recycling. And he is promising a lot of money coming in from the infrastructure bill that is still, I guess, in the talks in Congress. And he's also saying that Biden focused his presidential powers further up the supply chain this week. He held an event in California with California Governor Gavin Newsom to tout federal backing for two companies, MP Materials, which we spoke about in my last video. The article also features Ryan Meltzer, the CEO of ABML, and the company a little bit, which I think is really great to have such an exposure in a platform like Bloomberg. So I hope this attracts fresh funding into the company that is very much needed. So the article basically says that, introduces the company, of course, and who Ryan Meltzer is. And it's nice that Ryan Meltzer also gave a quote. Ryan Meltzer says that it will be a few years before there are enough old EVs on the road to feed his recycling plant. In the meantime, he's relying on consumer electronics scraps from battery plants and EVs recalled for battery fire risk. So, which I agree with. We don't have enough old batteries to go around that ABML can use in order to recycle and then produce a profit. We just don't have that many old batteries. However, we do have a lot of metal scraps that is not used. This article also mentions another ex Tesla employee who has a company of his own called Novanix. And one thing that I did notice, and it got me thinking from this article, is that the momentum, how the momentum is there for these domestic battery metals companies to really boom and flourish. So all in all, I think it's a very positive thing for ABML. Like, we're in the right business. The momentum is with us. And also, another thing that I spoke last time in my video was that we may see more grants coming in our way, like for ABML, because here it says Department of Energy will begin the process of doing out $6 billion in grant for battery production, with about half of that earmarked for domestic supplies of materials and the battery recycling. So I will not be surprised at all if ABML receives another grant coming their way, either later this year or as soon as the pilot plant is up and ready for production, So all in all, I see this as a very positive sign going forward. I believe in ABML. I am still holding my ABML, so good fortune is underway. That's it from me, guys. If you like this video, then please do hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, then I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. That's all. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.